students. How are you? Hope everything is going good. So in the last class we started about this new chapter, which is mode of business, isn't it? So we saw about the emerging modes of business. So in that we just saw about e-business. We are going to see this whole chapter about e-business only, mostly about e-business only. So what are the modes and all we'll be seeing. So in e-business, it's very easy chapter for you. I guess it will be very comfortable for you to read this chapter, because everything electronically a business is being done. So through internet only we will be doing. So what are the advantage and disadvantage? Everything will be seeing, but the thing is that I will be explaining you and you are going to listen. You can actually write it on your own. It's very easy chapter. So then we saw about e-business and e-commerce. So e-commerce is smaller term. E-business is a larger term or broader term. So e-business will include e-commerce activity. So e-business will have all the transactions including the e-commerce. Abdin Sali we saw. Then what else we saw? We saw about the scope. So in scope we are seeing B2B transactions. We saw business to business, one business to other business. It may be a supplier or a distributor. Supplier, we have a number of choice. One supplier we need not be dependent. We having a number of choice. We can go to other supplier also. Same way for the distributor also. And for customer also, we can direct the customers from if you are not having that product, you can direct the customer to the person or business where it is available, where the product is available, isn't it? So all these things we saw in B2B. What is that they are using? The transactions are being using electronic data interchange technology, isn't it? So they are electronically transferring their data within themselves, isn't it? That is the main thing, main part to be seen here. What is the next point we are going to discuss? Now we are going to discuss about B2C commerce. B2C means what? Business to customers. So from business to customer, it is a normal e-commerce or e-business transaction. So every firm will be getting connected at the end to whom? To the customer. Customer is the end point for the business. So once the product is reaching the customer, once the need of the customer or the desire of the customer is fulfilled, then your business transaction is getting completed. So that is what about customer side, isn't it? So we are going to accomplish this activity through electronic mode, that is called as B2C transaction. So through electronic means we are going to connect ourselves with our customer. That is the main thing. So what is the best example which can be given is, it is online shopping. So we are going to do online shopping. That is the best example which is given here. So we are using Amazon, Flipkart or whatever it is. So we are even using Reliance also things, isn't it? So the business organization is using that. See that Amazon, Flipkart is not the business. They are intermediaries. Who are they? They are intermediaries. Okay. Actually, a business firm can also directly sell online, isn't it? So that is the main thing. Say for example, Reliance is an industry. If we have an app for getting products of Jio or Reliance things and all, means then it is an online shopping, isn't it? So the business is getting connected to the customers through the internet and the computer. So why is this being done? What is the why this was being done? The main thing is that we can connect the customers throughout the world. We are not limiting the customers with one particular area. The customers are all around the world. So when you are doing B2C transactions, that is e-business by way of B2C, we will be able to connect more customers, isn't it? Then we are having a big market, isn't it? So every activity we can identify, and we can do many promotion activities, and also we can deliver the products through online. Everything is being carried out through online. So marketing we are doing online, so through the internet. So say for example, while you are watching some videos, you will be getting an advertisement, isn't it? So that is a kind of marketing. Or you will be getting a message. If you forward this and if you join, if you make your friends join, you will be given this benefit, that benefit, isn't it? So they are doing marketing through you, isn't it? So say for example, we'll take Google Pay. So when the Google Pay was introduced, when nobody knows about Google Pay, and when you are introducing your friends to Google Pay, you will be getting 50 rupees in your account, isn't it? So when your friends are using Google Pay, for the amount they are using, you will be given some credit, isn't it? Why? Because that is called as marketing. You will be, then only you will be promoting about Google Pay to all the others. Then what they did, they were delivering everything. So from delivering the product, from marketing the product, from identifying which activity to be done. Say for example, while you are watching YouTube, they will be asking a survey. You will be getting some survey. You will be asked to answer something, option A, B, C, none of the above and all, isn't it? So identifying activities means what? So what is that they are lagging, whether you are satisfied or not satisfied, whether to improve or not improve. The business firm is interacting with the customers like this and all. So I hope you are able to reconnect all these things. When you are seeing YouTube, you will be asked for a survey. So that is identifying activities. Promoting, example is GPay, where when anything is newly introduced, forward this to 20 people, you will get this. Forward this to this many people, you will get that reward, this reward. So that is a way of marketing or promoting. And then everything has been delivered online. What is mean by delivery of products online? The main example is Swiggy or Zomato. Like these things are the example for delivery of products online. Okay. Now then, what is the thing? Best e-commerce, what is the main advantage is that these activities are conducted in a very lower cost and high speed. Okay, why? Because you need not, a customer need not go to the place directly and have a visit. Okay, see, if it is a Chennai Silks, you have to start from your home. You have to make petrol expenses, you have to reach the Chennai Silks, you have to see all the variety of dress, you have to spend more time, and then when you are hungry, you have to go to the nearby hotel, have some food, and again come back, make some trial and see, and then you will purchase. So this is what the exact transaction will happen in the normal course of business. So the cost for the person is more, isn't it? So 50 rupees minimum petrol charge, food charge is 50 rupees, say for example 100 rupees. So whether you buy or not, you have to make some cost. So in an e-business, you are going to sit in one place. So you are going to save your petrol money, and then you are going to eat the food in home only, whatever made in home. So that 50 rupees also you are going to save. So it is going to save much cost to the customer. Only thing is that internet cost will be there. Anyways, we are going to put a plan for 300 rupees or for 500 rupees for 3 months, isn't it? For continuous 3 months, 90 days. So that too full GB, this many GB, that many GB will be using. So when compared to the cost, we are going and personally visiting and buying. Online transaction cost is much more easier. It is much more cheaper. It is much more lower cost. High speed, yes. You can see n number of products. See, if you want to go and see saree section, you have to walk one floor. If you have to see for men's section, you have to go to lift in the Chennai Silks and then go to that floor, then see the product, that, this and all, isn't it? Then you have to go and ask the person whether this variety is there or that variety is there. But in internet, that and all is not there. Everything is eliminated. You need not go anywhere. You will sit in one place. You will just click your desire, what is that you want. Men's section, within a fraction of second you are getting the men's section. If it is a ladies section, you are getting n number of things. You need not go for chudi section separately. You need not go to any separate floors. Everything in your hand. Within fraction of second, you are going to get many sample to see. You are going to make your shopping very speed and very lower cost when it is coming to an e-business, isn't it? So all these things you know. Then we are just going to recollect and we are just discussing. Okay, so what is that next thing? So not only do they require the product feature be tailor-made to suit their requirement, but also the convenience of the delivery and payment time at their pleasure. So what is that thing is here? What is that they are saying is, depending upon the requirement of the customer can choose their products, isn't it? So anything can be done as per their requirement. That is called tailor-made. Okay, so it will to suit their requirements. Not only that, this convenience is there. We are having a convenience of delivery and payment at their pleasure. It means what? When you need delivery, you can choose that, isn't it? So if you have a friend, if you need that delivery to be done to that friend as a surprise gift, you can choose the date and time when it has to get delivered, and the payment way, whether cash on delivery or through credit card. So if you have a credit card, you will pay it immediately. If you don't have a credit card, if you are sure that when the product is coming you will be able to make payment in cash, so you will make in cash on delivery, isn't it? So payment is also made easier, delivery is also made easier, the product is also as per the requirement of the customer. See how many benefits this e-business is giving to a customer. Will that customer won't be happy in this? Of course he will be happy and he will be enjoying it to do the e-business only, isn't it? So what is about B2C transaction? B2C is mostly about a customer connecting to the business through the internet. Okay. So now what is the another advantage of e-commerce doing B2C is that it is always available to the customer. That is round the clock basis, means 24/7 into 365 days, every time, any minute you can access, isn't it? So the same thing is not available in physical mode. So a shop will be opening by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. and then it will close by 11 a.m. After 11 o'clock you cannot go and do any shopping, isn't it? They'll say, sir, closing, and then go out. That's all. So if you are having a mood to shop in night, you can do through online. So that is the round the clock basis. So anytime the customer is in touch with business. So that is why the business will seek to do e-business, because their customer mood, whenever the customer is having a mood to buy, they can buy. See, if that is not enabled, the customer will go to the some other business where this option is available, isn't it? So anytime if it is available to the customer is always connected with the business. See, it is not only business connecting to the customer, but it is also the customer connecting to the business as well. It is not only B2B, it is also C2B. Customer is connecting to the business. See, business is connecting to the customer through YouTube. I told you, right, that survey or marketing or whatever it is. So that is B2C. Business is connecting to the customer. Actually, it is C2B most of the times. Customer is making online purchase, means customer is coming in contact with the business through the internet, isn't it? So it is most of the times it may be even C2B. Customer to business transactions is also there. So that is the real thing. So when it is round the clock. See, generally if there is any institution or if there is any organization which is working throughout the day 24/7, it will be working on shift basis. So when you are working in a night shift, you would be asked to pay more, isn't it? So night shift nale jasti amount will be paid. So anta madri no extra charges is being there in B2C or C2B through e-business, isn't it? So that is what is the main advantage of B2C transaction. So B2C is not only B2C always, the main thing is it is C2B also at times. That is the main thing which we have to note down. Okay, now shall we go to the next point? Next point is intra B commerce. What is intra B commerce? Intra means within the firm, within the business organization, you are going to connect yourself through the internet. Okay, a business firm is connecting itself to within itself. Okay, by way of internet. Every transaction is a business transaction. So from purchase department, if a goods is moving to manufacturing department, okay, so you a stock is moving from godown to sales, so it is from inventory department, it is moving to marketing department, isn't it? So everything is a business transaction. Every transaction is being done online, and there should be some communication within the business, isn't it? So that communication is done through internet, and this is called as intra-B communication. I am communicating within myself. That is the main thing. The parties involved are in the electronic transaction are within the business firm. It is within the business firm, not firm. So hence it is called as intra-B. What is that they are going to use here? So everybody is requiring a computer and everybody is requiring a internet. So here this internet will not be mostly public internet, it may be private internet also. So say for example, it may be an Airtel company or Cognizant or TCS, whatever may be the company, if it is an IT sector, so that IT colleague or IT person will be connecting themselves with the blog or with the business firm's internet, isn't it? So they will be having a separate thing. Okay, so they will be using this kind mostly in intra-B. Okay, and so by this, what is that they are doing is, when you are anything is required with any department, if marketing department is requiring products from production department, so by one mail they can communicate, or by giving some time, whatever it is, they can order through online. So the communication of marketing department need not go to that production department and ask. Say for example, if it is in presence abdina, in person, if the business is there, not through electronic mode abdina, marketing person have to come to the business place. He have to take that dabbas. Say for example, one person is selling soap or soap powder or brush or whatever it is. He have to come to the firm, collect the item and then go and sell. Instead of doing like this, if it is an e-business, he will make the order and that product will be delivering to that marketing department. So this will make the thing very speedier, because the transactions will be done very fast. So there will be some records also. So we can make the product as per the requirement of the individual customer. Okay, so all these are intra-B. So if a customer is requiring this product, marketing department, what it will do, it will specify the customer's need, how it is required, how much product it is required, everything will be specified in a mail, and it will go to the production department. This production department will see this mail and start working accordingly, so that now the customer's requirement is also fulfilled as per their need. Now what is the best example I can say is that we'll take Tirupur Banyan factory, t-shirt factory. Okay, so we are now producing Hindi Vandam Poda abdin or t-shirt, isn't it? So or else we are using a t-shirt that is printed and we are getting like Nanga Tamilans, we are Indians and the madri ilya. So we need not require Hindi abdin solita, we are printing, send it. So now the requirement of the customer is Hindi Vandam Poda. Okay, that is the main requirement. So marketing people will communicate. Now we are in pandemic situation. Only production department will be producing. Everyone cannot be working, isn't it? So marketing department will mail. Then this production department will see this mail and start working. on this t-shirt, this much color, this size and this content to be delivered, everything will be given by the marketing team to the production department, then production department will be doing it. So there is always a communication through internet and through computer within the firm is called as intra-B communication. There is a closer computer based interaction among the other department, make it possible to the firm to reap advantage of efficient inventory and cash management, greater utilization of plant and machinery, effective handling of customers' order and effective human resource management. So what is that they are going to say in this point? Mainly இப்போது ஒரு மெயின் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் சொல்கிறேன். we are going for துளசி pharmacy, ஓகேவா? ஸோ துளசி pharmacyயில் போய் மெடிசன் கேட்குறீங்க, you are going and asking for a medicine. So when you are asking for a medicine, அந்த மெடிசன் வந்து is not available in that branch, ஓகேவா? இப்போ அந்த பிரான்ச்சில் அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் கிடையாது. So what is that they will do is, immediately they will not leave the customer to another shop. What they will do, they will search whether it is available in any other branch of Tulasi itself. So in Namakkal itself, we are having, in our city itself, we are having nearly 2-3 Tulasi pharmacy. What they will do, they will immediately check with the nearby thing. How is that they are checking? They are checking through that internet. That is, they are doing intra-B commerce. Okay. So whether the inventory is available with the other branch or not, other department or not, everything will be recorded in e-business transactions. Okay. So that is all intra-B. So whether cash is there or not, அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து if you have to make some purchase, finance department is also will also be connected with intra-B. So finance department will be showing the net cash balance. Okay va? Based on that, this buying department, that is purchasing department, will decide whether I can buy or not. So cash management is there, inventory management. So see, if a purchase department have to buy something, the finance department can also check into that purchase department whether the inventory is available or not, whether there is any shortage or not, to make the orders priority. Okay. So the main advantage is one department can check the other department, and then depending upon the information available, they can make the decisions of that firm, of that department. So that is the main thing. So plant and machinery, if there is any department for that, if there is any specification that is mentioned in the transaction, everything will be given there. So the life of the machinery, so you have to depreciate, isn't it? அதாவது நம்ம மெஷினரி யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருப்போம், வாரண்ட்டி கேரண்டி பீரியட்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஸோ வந்து இந்த மெஷினரி இதுக்கு மேலே எக்ஸ்பயர் ஆகிடும் அப்படிங்கிற டீட்டெயில்ஸ் எல்லாமே அதில் இருக்கும். ஸோ அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி வெதர் டு ரிப்பேர் தி ப்ராடக்ட் ஆர் நாட், கடைசியாக எப்போ வந்து ரிப்பேர் பண்ணாங்க, வென் இஸ் தி நெக்ஸ்ட் ரிப்பேர், எல்லாமே வந்து நம்ம வந்து எலக்ட்ரானிக்கலி நம்ம வந்து ஃபீட் பண்ணி வச்சுருவோம். ஓகேவா? இன்ட்ரா பிஸ்னஸ் அதில் வந்து எல்லாமே ஃபீட் ஆகிருக்கும். ஸோ நம்ம அதில் பார்த்தாலே நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிடும் எப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி வி வில் பி டூயிங் தி ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ். ஓகேவா? தட் இஸ் தி மெயின் திங். So depending upon that, we are doing these things. So this is all about the intra-B. So ஒரு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டும் இன்னொரு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டும் it will get connected itself through the internet of the business, through the internet of the business. Okay va? So mostly it will be private internet, sometimes it may also use public internet like open networks. Okay va? Google madri. Okay va? So this is all about intra-B. What is the next thing we are going to see? It is C2C commerce. What is C2C means? Customer to customer commerce. என்னப்பா இது, கஸ்டமருக்கும் கஸ்டமரும் எப்படிப்பா காண்டாக்ட் பண்ணிப்பாங்க? ஸோ what is that meaning that now I am a customer of one company, say for example I am getting products from Reliance, I am contacting another person of Reliance, அப்படியா? இல்லை. That is meaning is there is no business transactions originated here. ஓகேவா? பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணணுன்றதுக்காக பண்ணுறது கிடையாது. here there is no always purchase and sale அந்த மாதிரி see or business னா there should always be an activity of purchase and sale and trade. ஆனால் இங்கே அப்படி இருக்காது. கஸ்டமர் டு கஸ்டமர் அப்படின்னா the best example I can give you is OLX. வித்துடுங்க, ஓகேவா? நீங்களும் ஒரு கஸ்டமர் தான், உங்கள் வீட்டில் ஒரு டிவி இருந்தது, ஸோ யூ வாண்ட் டு ரீப்ளேஸ் த டிவி, ஸோ யூ வாண்ட் டு எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆர் யூ வாண்ட் டு செல் த டிவி டு சம் அதர் பர்சன். ஸோ யூ ஆர் அ கஸ்டமர் ஆஃப் தட் ப்ராடக்ட், you are selling the product in second hand to another person இல்லையா? ஸோ he is also a customer. ஸோ customer to customer, ஓகேவா? ஒரு கஸ்டமருடைய தேவையை இன்னொரு கஸ்டமர் வந்து பூர்த்தி பண்ணிப்பாங்க. ஸோ அதுதான் வந்து கஸ்டமர் டு கஸ்டமர். ஸோ இந்த இடத்துல வந்து நம்ம பிஸ்னஸ் எங்கே ஆரிஜினேட் ஆகுது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா, வேர் இஸ் த பிஸ்னஸ் கெட்டிங் ஆரிஜினேட்டட் அப்படின்னா, இட் இஸ் ஆரிஜினேட்டிங் ஃப்ரம் தி கஸ்டமர் அண்ட் இட் இஸ் டெஸ்டினேட்டட் டு ஆல்சோ தி கஸ்டமர். தட் இஸ் தி மெயின் திங். So customer is having your product, that customer is selling your product in second hand to another customer. Now that another customer will be your customer. புரிஞ்சுதா புரியலையா? புரிஞ்ச மாதிரி இருக்கான புரியல அப்படிங்கிறீங்களா? say for example LG TV or ஏதோ ஒன்று வச்சுருக்கேன், வாஷிங் மிஷின் வச்சுருக்கேன். I am the customer of LG company, கரெக்டா? எஸ். இப்போது நான் இந்த ப்ராடக்டை வேற ஒரு பர்சனுக்கு விற்கிறேன். ஸோ நான் தான் கஸ்டமர். ஸோ வந்து இங்கே பிஸ்னஸ் ட்ரான்சாக்ஷன் ஒரிஜினேட் ஆகிறது எங்கே? என்கிட்ட இருந்து. எங்கே முடியுது? இன்னொரு பர்சன் கிட்ட முடியுது. ஸோ அந்த இன்னொரு பர்சன் என்கிட்ட இருந்து செகண்ட் ஹேண்டில் வாங்கிடுறாங்க. ஸோ ஹீ பிகம்ஸ் தி கஸ்டமர் ஆஃப் தி எல்ஜி கம்பெனி. புரிஞ்சுதா? இப்போ நான் தான் வித்துட்டேன்ல அவனோட ப்ராடக்ட், அப்போ நான் எப்படி அந்த ப்ராடக்ட்டுக்கு கஸ்டமராக இருக்க முடியும்? ஸோ ஹூஸ் ஹேவிங் தட் ப்ராடக்ட் வில் பி த கஸ்டமர். ஸோ கஸ்டமர் கிட்டேருந்து இன்னொரு கஸ்டமருக்கு போகுது, ஓகேவா? அதுதான் சொல்கிறாங்க. So this type is best suited for dealing in goods for which there is no established to market mechanism. Example, selling the used product. அதாவது இதுக்கெல்லாம் மார்க்கெட்லாம் கிடையாது. there is no separate market to buy all these things அப்படின்னு இருக்கிற மாதிரி விஷயத்தை நம்ம வந்து விற்க போகிறோம். that is why it is called as C2C, ஓகேவா? இப்போ வந்து எல்லாமே பழைய பொருள் வாங்கிறதுக்கு மட்டுமே அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு ஷோரூம் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி வைக்கல மோஸ்ட்லி, இல்லையா? ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி சொல்கிறேன். there is no shop where only old products you can go and buy, இல்லையா? பட் in online we are doing. so there is no market like that. so they are creating that market. so selling the used books, cloth, exchanging the things. I will exchange my thing to you, you are exchanging your thing to me. OLX-லேயே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா there is a barter system. barter basis அப்படின்னா, நான் ஒரு பொருள் கொடுக்குறேன், நீ எனக்கு ஒரு பொருள் கொடு அப்படின்னு. ஸோ என்னோட ஃபோனை நான் கொடுத்துட்டு உன்னோட மிக்சியை நான் வாங்கிக்கிறேன், ஓகேவா? அந்த மாதிரி வந்து there is a barter system also that can be done. so you can note down the example in your note or book. OLX, the best example which you know, OLX வித்துடுங்க, that is the main example. so in the main thing, in this thing, what is the thing is there is a more security, ஓகேவா? ஸோ யூ ஹாவ் டு ரிக்வயர் மெனி செக்யூரிட்டி. கஸ்டமர் டு கஸ்டமருங்கும் போது தேர் இஸ் பிஸ்னஸ் இதுக்குள்ளே இன்வால்வ் ஆகலை. ஸோ வி ஆர் யூஸிங் ஒன்லி பப்ளிக் நெட்வொர்க், இல்லையா? பப்ளிக் நெட்வொர்க் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். பிஸ்னஸ்க்குள்ளே இருந்ததுன்னா, பிஸ்னஸோடது யூஸ் பண்ணுறோன்னா பிஸ்னஸ் வந்து நம்மளை ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணும். ஆனால் இப்போ நம்ம வந்து தனியாக ஒரு இதை யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படிங்கும்போது இந்த இடத்துல வந்து நமக்கு சேஃப்டி செக்யூரிட்டி ரொம்ப முக்கியம். பிகாஸ் தேர் மே பி ஹேக்கர்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. so we have to see to that, and we have to see many disadvantage side also in this C2C transaction. so we have to be careful based on the security of your money, financial transaction. அதெல்லாம் வந்து hackers இல்லாமல் பார்த்துக்கணும், உங்களோட டேட்டாஸ் ஹேக் பண்ணாமல் பார்த்துக்கணும். so all these are there. say before we used to say ஒரு லிங்கை கிளிக் பண்ணுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, if you click this link you will get this product அந்த மாதிரி. so there are fake links also, isn't it? so that and all has to be avoided. so this risk is there in C2C customers. then an important C2C area of interactive commerce can be the formation of the customers forum and pressure group. so இங்கே என்னென்னா கஸ்டமர்ஸ் எல்லோரும் ஒரு குரூப் ஆயிக்கிறாங்க. that is what the main thing. so one customer is connecting with other customer, the customers are getting together. the business is having no part to play, but the product of the business is alone getting exchanged. that is what is the main thing. so till now we have discussed about 3 things. B2C means what? business to customer. so business is going and contacting customer through internet. It is not always B2C, sometimes it is also C2B. Customer is directly coming to the business through internet. Okay va? So idla வந்து disadvantage and advantage and that and all we saw. What is the next thing we saw? Intra B-commerce. Intra B-commerce means within the organization they will be using intranet only, they will not be using internet. Internet means used by all, intranet means private internet. Okay va? So intranet they will be using, and they will be communicating from one department to another department, so that every department is having the note about the other department. Based on that they will be doing their function. So this is what is the main thing which we saw here. C2C, one customer is selling the product to other customer. Mostly it is second hand, there is no market for this, so only that product will be sold in this thing. So the business is having no role, it is from customer to another customer. The product is of the business is alone transferred from one customer to another customer. One thing we have to see is that we have to check about the security in this transactions, because we are using internet in this. Okay va? Then customers are getting grouped together. This is all about we saw in this today's section. Keep revising. We have seen till now B2B, business to business, B2C, then C2B, then we have seen intra B, and then we have seen C2C. Keep revising, and then come to the next class. We will be seeing about the benefits of e-business. Thank you, students.